Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Detroit, The Dark Reflection. In recent nights, the Sabbat has taken a staggering loss with the destruction of Michigan Central Station. There have been a few survivors, but also, at the same time, a few casualties. And while not all the Sabbat were present, one Priscus Anthony Cavaliera is reaching out to a confidant that he has taken into his under his wing. Ductus of the Descending Angels, Christian Cobras, will be receiving a phone call.
How's it, my bro?
Ductus Cobras, I was wondering if you were free for the evening. I have made the call to some of your other brothers and sisters. I would much appreciate your assistance in the matter that is very crucial at hand for the moment.
I think I could be. Where do you need me, my very reverend sir?
If you can meet me at the nightclub in Windsor, I would appreciate it.
I will be there directly. Shall see you there very soon. Bye-bye. Click.
I'm going to say for this evening, through the grapevine, Carden, you've heard about this call, and you've never met a Priscus before, so you have.
This
Yeah.
sounds like a thing.
Yeah. I'll say a couple of Sabbat heard about this, and you were tagging along. You will find yourself on the way to Windsor. It's in Canada proper, but it's just across the river from Detroit. And when all of our players arrive, you will find that you'll be standing outside the strip club. Mr. Cobras, you've been there before. But you notice it's not quite as lively outside. And the security force has been leveled up a little bit. You see a few more men standing out guard than usual.
Yeah, and Christian, I'm assuming he sees a familiar face, or one of the faces there recognizes him, and he'll just like go straight in.
Yeah, you being here before, the faces will have recognized you. They'll admit you in. Same thing for you, Carden.
When Dromir eventually shows up, mostly by foot, because no car. Yay! But, he eventually come here. He's not really, his one notable trait is that his eyes are yellow, which, he sort of covers up, not really that much. And he's dressed like a wizard, capable, and he has, over his shoulder, he has slung that baseball bat in a harness. That's
Yeah. The security team will kind of just look you up and down, but seeing the company that you're in, they're going to assume that obviously you're here to see the big boss.
Yeah.
Getting admitted inside, you notice that inside the strip club, there's music. It's kind of toned down. There's not many customers. It seems kind of empty. I mean, there's a girl on stage and there's a bartender there, but you just probably notice that there's something very serious in the air. And you can see that there's a small group of Canaanites situated in the back. From your perspective, Mr. Cobras, you'll know that the Priscus is kind of sitting centered towards the farthest corner.
And Christian will approach this group. He'll, give a polite nod to the Priscus before he kind of tries searching around for a free seat if anyone is available, or if this seems like a closed meeting, then he'll go wait elsewhere. But
as much as a closed meeting could be in a strip club, yeah, no. There's no velvet rope.
Dromir doesn't, come in after Christian. Turn around to eventually, he recognizes Christian of course because they've met.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So he would, look around inside the room, his yellow eyes glinting a little bit. Ah! And he, comes over, keep flirting behind him. Far less, aware of the situation. He's far less, wouldn't say polite, but, openly, courteous. He just, looks over to meeting and nods.
And Christian actually probably leans in towards Drag. They're having a very private meeting. I do believe that my very reverence will want to speak to me after he is done. So don't make a nuisance of yourself.
Sorry, no, go on.
So out of character, I didn't hear the last part of the thing he said.
I basically said, don't make a nuisance of yourself.
Yeah. He nods.
Yeah, you'll see. The Priscus will recognize Christian there, and he'll wave you. He'll just wave you closer. Mr. Cobras, come.
No.
Glad you have arrived. Meet some of your fellow brothers and sisters. You'll notice that Jean-Baptiste of the All-Seeing Eye is there, as well as Mac. He's there. Maybe some other Canaanites that some of just the other denizens in the city that their comings and goings.
Yeah, and Christian will give them, say hello and everything like that, shake hands when necessary, make the necessary introductions, and so on and so forth. Right. I trust that this has been this is a rather serious matter, and.
Oh, yes, it is. Mac has informed me as being an eyewitness to this event. The military have used their drones to level the Michigan Central Station. I was informed by Freddy of the Murder Hobos that at least the underground network is still safe. However, the rest of the building is no longer in use.
Bit audacious, isn't it? Taking what on the outside seems to be a public building.
Indeed. The military that has done this, as Mac has informed, as he was told firsthand, it seems that there is a group of Canaanites that neither identify the Sabbat, nor the Camarilla, nor the Nkanu, if you know who I'm referencing. And they too want the destruction of the antediluvians. However, they are of no friends of ours. And the contact that Mac has made was through a proxy, a gentleman by the name of Billy Skins. He is a traitor to the Sabbat. It seems that this group is taking on any and all oncomers.
I see.
So, I think it is time that we let them know who the city belongs to, and that we will no longer tolerate their presence. I have devised a series of skirmishes in which we can bleed the enemy out before we make a final strike upon them. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I'm listening.
My contacts have made some inquiries canvass the area. Tonight, we have the location, a squadron, I think that's not the right termination. A platoon of soldiers who are directly connected to this group that are in the know. It would be best if at least one of them were brought back to me. But primarily, I want you to go out and slaughter these men, but in such a way that it is left self-incriminating. I want to see the eyes of the mortals' attention turned upon the military. So perhaps you can arrange for a few innocent bystanders.
Mm-hmm. Believe that may be doable.
Yes, you'll see most of the Kenites are nodding and looking at each other. They're in agreement, but you've just been handed such an open-handed kind of request. Basically, the Priscus is leaving things into your hands. The Priscus will provide you the information of this location. It's very detailed. It's not quite a military outpost, but it is. It's a place where military tend to frequent when they're on. Not. I don't want to use the naval term shore leave, but I think you get what I mean. You know?
Yeah, but basically when they're off duty.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's the square away time, I think they call it in the US.
Something like that. And yeah, the Priscus is just going to sit back. Now, if any of you gentlemen need my direct assistance in this matter, I will be a phone call away, and you can expect me there shortly. But I believe in your capabilities, and any of the spoils of war, of course, are yours to have.
Okay. That's all you need for us to know, Your Grace. Then I do believe that we can probably start getting to work as soon as possible.
Very well. He's going to just basically, let me see something. Okay. All right. He's basically just giving you guys a little bit of a pep talk, along with a short sermon of pain. I'm going to say for that one success, you guys will have a free courage die to use for one turn that you can tack on to your courage rating if need be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So everyone's been given the address. Jean-Baptiste, he's there with like 2 members of his pack, and you see Mac with his shovel head, who you probably wonder why the hell he hasn't given that guy his creation rights yet. Yeah, Mac will turn to you like, yo, homie, you need wheels? Good, or you want to roll together?
Well, first I want to introduce you to a new friend, a new associate of mine. And as you know, as soon as there seems to be an opening, you know, Christian will like gesture for Dragon to like come over.
Yeah, Ramir steps close forward.
Right. This is a member of not exactly my sire's brood, but we both share the same blood. Dragomir, this is Mac 10, Jean-Baptiste, and, you know, etc., etc., etc. Everyone here, this is Dragomir. He's a wizard, don't you know? Because if his fucking dress doesn't give him a dead giveaway.
Right.
You should probably try to get out of that dressing gown and into something more appropriate, but, you know, at least you're not trying to pretend that you're human.
Right. Mac will just give you a look, you know, like a nods up, like, "Oh, what's good, homie? Welcome to the family." Is he true Sabat, Mr. Cobras?
Of course I am.
He actually turned to Dragomir.
I am true Sabat.
Just like you're a true member of House Guratrix. He does the whole swirly finger emotion thing again, like he did the other time.
Yeah, he returns to toward his finger emotion.
I'm just fucking with him.
Let's see. Just give me 1 sec. Okay. Right. You see that Mac is looking very prepared. And as you guys are walking out, Mac is recounting a story to you, like, "Yo, I swear to God, I almost had that dude, that Billy Skins, blasted him right in the chest with some phosphorus rounds. Dude got away. I'm gonna find that motherfucker. I'm gonna kill his ass."
Did we ever meet this? Did I ever meet this Billy Skins? I forget.
Out of character or in character?
In character.
I don't think Mr. Cobras has.
Wait a minute, wasn't he one of the guys from the, you know, when we first took the Setite Haven?
No, that wasn't him.
Oh, never mind then.
You see that Mac is wearing what looks to be like a flake jacket that has some welded and studded pieces of metal around the shoulder areas and the chest areas. Christian, I think you'll get it from your level of tech and science. It looks like it's improvised armor.
It's ghetto armor, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
In the ghetto.
Sorry, wrong voice for it. Okay.
So, yeah, Mac is just going to ask you guys, are you guys good? Do you need anything before we roll out?
Well, you could all, well, but what exactly is the plan that you had in mind?
Well, like the Priscus said, we got this location. Now, I'm kind of familiar with this area of town. It's near Greek town. And I'm suggesting, if we possibly can, we should swing by, pick up some military uniforms, just go in and blast the place up. I mean, we want the news to be like, "Yo, why is the military killing each other? Why the military started shooting on their own civilians?" Something to that effect.
Could I possibly offer a more creative solution if it is all that our very reverend sir wishes to indulge in?
Yeah, go for it.
Dragomir, come over here. Your expertise on this.
Sorry, Jason, you cut out
Well,
massively
like
there.
ritual.
Sorry, you cut out. So
Say again?
you cut out. So I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything you said.
Stop interrupting me. Christian basically gestures for Dragomir to come over. Come here. You got that ritual that that you mentioned? You know, the one with the familiars?
Yeah, I can create one. Takes time, but
How much time?
wait a second. I have to just see if I remember this correctly. It couldn't do it on the fly. I would need to begin at dusk and create a proper circle, and last symbol, make it midnight and stuff. It way too long time for this to work.
Well, in that case, perhaps.
I can create. The only thing that I have that's relevant for this is the ability to create burning blades.
No. My solution is a little different.
Okay.
I can actually get my fucking seat and everything to properly align and everything on my internet. Anyway, you're familiar that, well, I've been learning a few things about spirits and things like that. The same type of spirits, in fact, which certain members of Clan Tremere, Clan Zinesse, do traffic with on occasion. They're called ones anyway. I get the feeling we can cause a great deal more damage with these little buggers if we apply it in the right medium than we can with, well, when we expose ourselves a lot less. If you'll indulge me in this little endeavour.
I'll indulge you.
Yeah, Priscus is listening.
I'm going to need to find me a spirit. Spirit of rage, of murder, of blinding anger, brutal hunger, that type of thing. The most entropic, most evilest little creature that could ever manifest.
You see John Baptiste and the Priscus look at each other like very slowly. They kind of like cock each other's head, like.
And Christian's obviously going to put his hand up. I'm not talking about a demon. There's absolutely no fucking way I'm ever going to put my thing.
Altar thing.
Yes, it's not. It's. Let me put it this way. My very reverend sir, and you know, my also very reverend thing. I see the world. I can see the world through a hermetic paradigm. Everything has its own concept. Animistic. Think of it in animistic terms. There is, with each concept, with each element, with each everything, there is a spirit attached to this. These spirits, when you provoke them adequately, or you negotiate with them adequately, can provoke a real world effect. It's very, very subtle.
The Priscus, he's nodding. I'm familiar with the world of spirits. It's not It's not that I thought you were indicating the use of infernalism, but...
Oh, goodness, no. My side would have had my fucking head if I suggested something like that. Not to mention the Archbishop. And also the Sabbat Inquisition.
And lots of other people.
Yes.
Look, Mr. Cobras, there may be such a spirit below. We've not unleashed it yet because we are not quite familiar with the nature of this thing. I believe you may recall that when we first acquired this place, that there were spirits inhabiting the basement below.
I believe you're referring to the insane asylum, yes. So I always wondered what was causing those things to crop up.
Oh, no, not the asylum. Right here. Out of character, this is where the was, but below ground, below the
what, sorry?
Yeah, at the strip club.
Oh yeah, that's actually where Christian got this book, didn't he?
Yeah.
So this book. In that case, I shall go check.
Okay. Mac will go with you. But I suppose no. John Baptiste will go with you. And I know Dramamir, if you're coming with along, you can.
Yeah, this is an interesting learning opportunity, so why not?
The Priscus will just say to Mr. Cobras, my lord, just remember, whatever deal you make sure that you have the upper hand of it.
No, of course, of course. And this is to activate Hermetic Sight as he steps down to the basement.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you go into the basement, and again, it looks, the room has been emptied. It really hasn't changed since you last saw it. Maybe it looks even more desolate and empty. From a Dragomir's perspective, this is a it's not a small room, but it has a very low ceiling. It's bricked up, like the walls are made of brick. There's 4 pillars that kind of are offset from the center of the room. And you'll notice that on the back wall there looks to be a very large stain there. And as John Baptiste, you see John Baptiste, he's kind of looking around, and he'll say, hello? Hello? From your perspective, Mr. Cobras, you see that Jean Baptiste is approaching something. You can't quite tell what it is, but you'll start hearing him speak to it. You only get to hear the one side of this conversation, and basically it goes Jean Baptiste saying, well, yes, we're thinking we can utilize the source. We understand the danger, of course, but at this moment there's no other recourse we may have. I understand
that. That was the level 2 spirit manipulation one. So Christian can now actively speak and understand the language of the spirits.
Just out of character, correct me if I'm wrong. For the astral trance seeing spirits, it doesn't necessarily translate for seeing ghosts, right?
Oh, no. This is like the well, it's not necromancy. This is just basically
Werewolf to Apocalypse spirits,
yeah,
Umbra spirits.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So I'm going to say, with your merit of common sense, you don't see anything, but you're familiar enough with the varying degrees of dimensions and planes of existence that whatever Jean Baptiste is speaking to, it's not quite a spirit.
It's not on the spirit that I'm familiar with.
Right. Jean will turn back to you and say, well, as it's been explained to me, that stain over there, it's a coating of blood that's sealed up whatever the hell's lurking behind it. Our residential ghost has said that the nature of it is very strong, very hungry, and very pissed off. Once we unleash it, there'll probably be no way putting it back in.
We really want, assuming that our very reverend sir is serious about his request, we really want to put it back in.
That's a good thing. That's a good point. But I'm more worried about when it's done. Is it going to come back on us?
Well, that's the case. Then perhaps we should search for something a little bit more controllable or less destructive.
You see Jean Baptiste is speaking with the ghost again. And he asks a question like, is it just one spirit that's being locked away? He asks. And he'll translate back to you with the answer. Well, it seems the ghost is saying that it's not necessarily one thing that's beyond that wall. it seems that it's a gateway, a portal. We could try to call out something with the right temperament, but it will be chancy. The ghost has told me that whatever's behind there, it's been pent up for a while.
Hmm. But if that's the case, we're probably going to have to tread this very carefully. Sorry about the cough.
Sorry.
Oh, and I don't think I need to tell you guys, but if anything should come out there and ask if you are a god, the answer is yes.
See everyone else nod their head. Okay. All right. So Jean-Baptiste is going to proceed. Well, first he's going to ask. So, Mr. Cobras, sure you want to do this?
Well, the alternative is we go over to this place, possibly risk our necks unnecessarily for very little reward. With this, we show our enemies our true strength. After all, power lies where you find it. And if power means that we control a means and we can influence others in ways which most other Cainites can only dream of.
You see Mac look kind of disappointed. Yeah, but I like a gunfight. No. But whatever.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, maybe if there's anything left, we can like pick off the survivors or whatnot. I'm just saying, why be satisfied with a mere, pea shooter of a pop gun when you can blast them with a shotgun? There's no kill like overkill after all.
Now that's a very good point.
Well, I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to put it in ways which are probably a little more, how can I say, funner.
So Jean-Baptiste, you see that he speaks to the ghost again. All right. Well, basically, so the only thing is we just gotta scrape off that fucking blood over there, and you could begin your, if you have the ritual to do it. Those spirits are a little bit out of my league. I deal only mostly with the dearly departed, if you understand.
Yeah, well, it's not exactly a ritual. It's so much of a. We need to find an individual spirit. I mean, there's no point in trying to break open the gates of hell if we only need to speak with, the one who cleans the rust off of, of the chains. I mean that in the proverbial sense of the word. Of
No.
course.
Well, you'll see Mac get right to it. He'll start scraping off a coat of paint that's on this section of the wall. And let's see. Who has auspex here? Nobody? Oh.
Nope.
Mage blood floor.
Really? Oh my god! All right.
You'd be surprised. It's on the list.
I sadly sit with the mage blood floor. No Auspex or dominate for me.
All right.
Though Christian does have hermetic sight and active, so he'll see whatever spirits and whatnot are.
True enough. Yeah, and you'll probably also see Mac really start freezing up as he's almost done, starting to back away. It just looks like on his face that something cold ran across his neck, like, though he can't see what's going on. From your perspective, you noticed that while Mac was scraping it off, it looked like you've seen the effects of obtenumbration already. It almost looked like the use of the Shroud of Night starting to emanate off the wall. The more he peeled back, scrapings of the blood. It seems to be just hiding beneath that coat of blood paint, and now it's kind of radiating. You now understand what John Baptiste meant, as you can see how it's formed into a portal, almost like a gateway into something that you an abyss that you can't pierce with your own eyes. For Dramamir, since you don't have it, everything looks normal to you.
Yeah,
Everything looks normal. You see a fucking wall.
I just see a wall. You know, he's just busy just fingering the baseball bat.
Yeah, Christian Versbart, as soon as he sees this, and as soon as he starts to see Mac like looking a little bit uncomfortable, he'll like kind of step forward and like just put like an arm on, a hand on Mac's shoulder, and just gesture for him to like take a step back. I'll handle this, my bro. He'll turn towards the yeah. Go ahead.
Let me see a perception alertness roll.
I can just double check. 5 actually now. 2 successes.
It sounds like there's a... You're not sure if it's a wind or if it's a sound being created by someone. It almost sounds in between, but it's emanating out of that abyss kind of portal.
Hello there. We're not freeing you out of the kindness of our own hearts. There is a price for our efforts.
You hear what calls back, who has released me?
We are those who are neither living. We are those who have need of your kind.
Are you the sacrifice, or are you the deliverer?
We are as Abraham was to his God. We are to deliver his son. Listen to us. We will give you his location. Or should I say their location?
You hear a pause. And then you see, from your perspective, Mr. Cobras, you will see what looks like... How do I put this? You know how a spider has 8 eyes?
Yep.
I think it's 8. You will kind of see these reddish glowing orbs that almost looks like a spider's face, kind of piercing the darkness now, looking at you. You can't quite see the rest of the form of the body, but that's the kind of impression you're getting. The spirit will say to you, once you feed me, you will always have to feed me.
Isn't that usually the principle when it comes to keeping a pet? Though I can assure you, with the amount that we choose to feed you, you will not have to ask us for a second.
I do not require blood. I do not require flesh. I require the weakness of man. I require the broken spirit of man.
then you've come to the right place. Christian probably will somewhat smile and extend his fangs out. You're in a place the humans call Detroit. Weakness and inadequacies are rampant here. You will not ever starve. The only request we make is where you start to feed. And he'll actually give off the list. Sorry, not the list. The location of this particular army base, or the army place which the Priscus had denoted.
It's one of those. I'm not sure if you guys got that over there. It's one of those. How do I put it? One of those like veteran halls, you know?
Oh yeah, we have those here.
Yeah. That's what it basically is. Like Knights of Columbus and stuff, things like that. Yeah. All right. You'll see almost like the eyes are blinking one at a time as it's trying to process the relationship between directions and mortal terms and things, but it'll understand. And the spirit will say, "So it is, so it will be. Once every full moon, you will deliver unto me, as a part of our covenant, a soul that is tattered and willingly giving itself into the abyss." I'll break it down for you. Basically, Christian might think, "Oh, suicide victim." Suicide.
Someone willingly going over to the abyss. It could be anything from, suicide victim, drug addict, someone who is severely depressed, or even, in some unfortunate cases, severely autistic. Basically, someone with a less than adequate grasp on their own existence, their own life, as it were.
Basically, yes.
The soul is hanging on by a tether.
Mm-hmm. What you'll see is that the eyes of the creature, it blinks again, and then it disappears. The portal's still there, but you don't hear the sound anymore. Matter of fact, you don't feel anything radiating from this portal anymore. Kind of just looks like a tunnel, almost, with no end.
Well, why don't we go and check to see what's going on at that little veterans hall?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you want to go into the portal?
No, I said veterans hall.
Oh, veterans hall. This said entrance hall. Sorry.
Christian doesn't quite have the. He doesn't have the path of spirit manipulation up enough
to enter yet.
Yeah.
Well, one day.
One day. All right. Yeah. I guess you, Jean-Baptiste, Mac, you guys will roll over there in a short time. I'll give you guys enough time to, pick anything extra that you want up. Any armaments or anything. But you'll get there in time, and as you're approaching, you'll notice that there are people running, screaming.
Yeah. Christian will probably sat at the back, just like with his hands kind of like this, and he's just kind of waiting, just watching to see what everyone's. Yeah, if anyone kind of looks at him, he'll just kind of go.
Yeah. And as the convoy arrives outside of the Veterans Hall, you see there's a fight. You see some of these veterans, of varying ages, guys who look like they were in World War II with guys who look like they're enlisted now, they're going at each other. It's fucking fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs!
And you see that some of them are injured, like already bloodied, but they're not stopping.
Well, I do believe that. Well, what do you think, Mick? Do you agree? It's better to create a gratuitous amount of collateral damage with a shotgun blast than it is with a paltry little pea shooter.
Yeah, it works, but we still got to bag some of them, or at least one of them.
Hmm.
Yeah, but there will be one survivor left standing. Just
Yeah.
drag him along.
Last man standing. Which one do you think it's going to be?
I
I'm
don't know.
not sure. I'm not sure. Old grandpa over there seems to have things handled.
What, the one who looks like he fought in Iwo Jima?
Yeah, of course. Like, you know, he probably knows some tricks.
Yeah, probably. Though I've got my money on the one that looks like he fought in Vietnam. I mean, I don't know about you, but you know, Da Nang was the Tet Offensive was fucking brutal.
You know, I can see like
the
you know,
things that you didn't do stuff which you didn't fight dirty in those days. You did stuff which made dirty look good.
at the same time, a lot of the like Waffen SS people and so, you know, they're in boxing, they're properly trained in boxing and really haven't done combat shit. So I think, and you know, he has the experience bonus here. Like, I'm interested. I'm half tempted to just come in and whack people with my baseball bat, but that would leave them kind of dead. So.
That's true. Plus, I don't think we're going to be seeing any 100-year-old Japanese infantrymen around here anyway.
But they wouldn't give up. That's the problem. Like, if they come in, like, there wouldn't be a last man standing. It would just be a bunch of Japanese people going at it. No one giving up.
Yeah, just this big Banzai charge of 100-year-old Japanese pensioners in their walkers and, you know, the stuff like that.
Yeah. Cattle get so frail.
That would be something to see. That would take us fucking ages to see. It'd take fucking ages to end.
We would just get the fast. We would just go and drain some cattle over the next street and come back and.
Well, John Baptiste will say, well, still, someone might call the cops and try to break up this ruckus. And even if that's even more entertaining, it'll just be much deeper than having to wait longer until it subsides to grab someone up. How about we just move in there? Make it seem like we're breaking up the fight. Throw someone in the trunk.
Yeah, that's a good enough idea. Who do you want to take?
Let me see. Where's his? John Baptiste points out that motherfucker right there. He looks like one of the younger guys. Short black hair, you know, military cut. Yeah, he looks like someone that's still on duty. He's pretty much in his camo gear and in uniform. And he's currently punching a guy in a wheelchair.
You wanted to go fetch him.
Yeah.
Well, we can tell that this guy probably, he probably missed his chance to beat up prisoners in Iraq. So, all the best for him. All right, let's get in there.
Drami just pulls out the baseball bat and takes the non-spike then. So, you know, he would just go up behind him and just stick it up in the nuts. You know, do some friendly castration.
You're going to stab the guy in the nuts.
I'm not going to stab the guy in the nuts. I'm going to just smack him, not cracker him.
Oh, with you're going to crack him in the nuts with a baseball bat.
Yeah, I just want to do it with a non-spike then, so he doesn't bleed to death on the way home.
Dex melee difficulty 8 for the target shot.
Can I spend a willpower?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, fine. Spend a willpower on hitting him. Woo! 2 successes.
Yeah, 2 successes. Baseball bat does strength +1, so that +1 success.
No, it's strength +2 for a baseball bat. It's usually bashing, and I think it will be in this case.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it also gets extra damage because it's in the nuts, so that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, so that gives me a big one.
Make it strength +4. Okay.
Okay, strength +4. Yeah. Of the entirety of 6. Does the 1 subtract from damage in this game?
No.
Okay. He takes nice tree bashing.
We can't soak it. Yeah. You
If
just
it's bashing, he can, but if it's...
Oh, yeah, right. Mortals can. Sorry.
But it's in the nuts, so... Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe you should... Soak's
Alright.
what? Yeah, I think he's probably going to be stunned, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you see he grabs his nuts like, oh, motherfucker! But he's not falling over. He's kind of pissed.
Suddenly he reminds me of Beavis and Butthead's gym instructor. You know, the one that actually told him to, like, kick them in the nuts. Kick me in the gym!
Okay, wait a second. I have a perfect solution for this.
I'm so old for remembering that.
Okay, I'm going to just put my hand on the shoulder and activate Spark and just shock him unconscious.
How visible is this?
Wait a second, let me ponder this actually. Sorry, I might have misread the thing. It's like a tiny spark, like it's like static electricity just taken up to
Mm-hmm. All right. I'll just roll a fate die. It draws a little bit of attention. I'm gonna say someone thinks that you used a stun gun on him.
Yeah, I mean, considering the ruckus, I just have to roll willpower to activate this, I think, and then it takes like 4 lethal. It takes 4 dice of lethal damage. Difficulty 7 to soak if you're not normally. So I'll just roll my willpower since I'm using the talisman involved as well. Inside dice, and difficult since it's a level 2 power. I don't know what the difficulty is again.
Difficulty 2. It will be difficulty 5.
Okay. Oh, nice. I just need to succeed, so it doesn't matter that much. Then I roll 4 lethal damage.
Basically, whenever you do roll a thaumaturgical path, it's the rating
Level.
of it's the level of the power that you're trying to evoke plus 3.
Yeah, okay. I always
So
forget
Hermetic
that.
Sight, I was rolling at difficulty 4. For the Astral Cant, I was rolling at difficulty 5.
And I fail at math. Excellent. Anyway, 4 dice of damage. Piece of shit. It only saps him a little bit, apparently.
All right. I'm just gonna say with Mac there, John Baptiste there, even Cobras, it would only just be a matter of time before you get him subdued.
Yeah. So let's just he will be dragged along eventually.
Mm-hmm. Mac is gonna say, look, I'll take care of his interrogation. Not trying to pull rank on you, Mr. Cobras, but as an acting Templar.
Hey, fuck, man, you're a Templar. I can't reach that rank.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, all due respect, you know what I'm saying? Bros before titles. Bros before titles.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right. I'm gonna say basically, you see, there's little paraphernalias, people's wallets. If you guys want to pick it up, you can make $200 each.
Pick up some dollars, not a big concern, but why not?
A little thing. Even some guy's watch, probably fell off his wrist when he hooked someone.
If it's like going by his on his way, then Christian will probably pick it up. He'll probably end up just giving it to his ghoul Max, just for being a good sport and all that.
Being a sport. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I just pick up some dollars and give that to my slave ghoul. She would eventually be embraced as a shovelhead if needed, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. As Mac is securing the man, basically when I say securing, he's just basically throwing him into the car and just punching him out. He's unconscious. But Mr. Cobras, give me a perception awareness roll.
Awareness, did you say, or alertness?
Awareness.
Nope, nothing.
Okay.
I still have hermetic sight. Oh, active at this point, though.
You see something in this guy's eyes before they close, and he's out cold. You see those. You see almost the same radiation of light that you saw in the eyes of the spirit that you talked into the abyss.
Hmm.
It doesn't seem visible to anybody else, but you see it.
Yeah, Christian's going to kind of like silently nod, to himself. And I'm assuming that Mac has like shut the boot down, hasn't he?
Basically.
Yeah. Before Mac leaves, like Christian, like nudge him on his shoulder. I'd be careful with that one, if you understand my meaning.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got some chains and some handcuffs. I mean, hell, I'll put him in a block of cement if that's what it takes.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I'm just saying is that expect the unexpected.
All right, with that, yeah, you guys have enough time to get out of there as you hear the police sirens kind of coming. Someone called the cops. Yeah. Well, if there's anything else you guys want to do before I end scene, what will you do with the rest of your night?
I've got nothing else, thanks.
Drummer is pretty good. Like, he sadly didn't get to bash someone's skull in, but there will be camis. There will be camis. Not worth from cattle anyway.
Well then, yes, our characters will depart to their separate ways, safely returning. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. This was another episode of Detroit: The Dark Reflection. Stay tuned and tune in again.